자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 엉군입니다. NBA 2K20 마이커리어 모드 강백호 키우기 시카고 불스로 계속 가보도록 하겠습니다. 순위표. 그래도 올라오긴 올라왔네. 좀 더 분발하자.
Let's meet the visiting team, the Chicago Bulls. And now your Miami Heat starting lineup.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Look at the Heat, down at 10th in the early going, looking to make a move up in the standings. And of course, Chicago, a game and a half out.
And right now for Miami, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
And after talking to some of the coaches and the players, they're not happy that they couldn't start off on a little bit more of a roll. But I think they're in fine shape with the bulk of the season still to come.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Red is out there with Carter. And it's Dunn in at the 5. And for the Heat, Dragic is out there with Iguodala. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Crowder in at the 4-man position.
그렇지.
You've seen a lot of teams over your time that have been terrific starting a season, then just fall apart second half of the season.
Have you seen it, Kevin, happen with teams that have really good veteran players? I've seen it with young teams.
Yeah, unravel. I mean, it's painful to watch. None come to mind, but I'm sure you could start to.
그렇지, 라빈 좋아.
And that athleticism has always been a big part of Levine's game. He makes dunking look easy.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And Butler gets it to go.
버틀러 제가 에이스인가 보네.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting
그렇지.
whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Dragic against Dunn. 6 to shoot. Dragic gets the bucket.
Well, shot selection is sometimes about being in your range. Dragic was there.
Outside, Porter. Back to Dunn. Shoots from 14. Here's Red Hot. Miami grabs the miss. They beat
다행이다.
the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
라빈 왜 그러냐.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
근데 공격 포인트가 제 말고 없어 지금.
Butler against Porter. Fires, high post. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And great when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game
쟤
today.
뭐야, 포토한테
does
패스하지
Jimmy
말아야
Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's
저건
in the
맨날
top
망치기만
handful,
해.
no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a
라빈한테
true
줘.
two-way terror.
To the inside.
아,
Good from Red Hot.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Rockets the pass to Iguodala. And it's Iguodala.
아 뭐하냐.
That's something
저건
Iguodala would like to do
틀려.
just about every time. A good scorer around the rim.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch.
오 제발. 엄청 지지 마라.
Heat shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
아
And
5점
on
차.
the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
6점 차 되겠네.
That's good from Hero. Now Levine. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Valentine's shot, good.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
The Heat leading by 4. Over to the wing. Here's Nunn. Guarded by Levine. Jones. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
No good from Red Hot.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanking.
And that one's good by Butler.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Levine, here we go. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You see Zach Levine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
따라가자.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Bulls.
And in flashes, Levine has shown he can be a star. Now he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
포토 주는 게
Okay, let's
아니었네.
check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it
아,
here,
쟤
then
뭐야?
I'll go for 50 in
발렌타인.
overleague someday.
아우,
But I gotta win a championship at some stage.
왜 이러는 거야,
Like
다들?
that attitude. Thank you, DA.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And with Levine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with Levine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after
오,
the
새로운
injury, but he's come
새로운
back better and
얼굴인데
stronger
잘한다.
since then. That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
아,
His competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And they're
네가
beginning to
맡아야지 왜
just
나한테
flat out fall
하냐, 쟤
apart
누구야?
defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside
포터 너무
Porter
패스나해.
to the middle. It's stolen by Adebayo. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Iguodala. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And now it's a
아,
10-point
진짜 저
Miami
포터
lead.
잘렸으면
The lead
좋겠다.
should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And you look at Jimmy Butler. He's about 6'8", about 230 pounds.
제발 좀 따라가라. 똑같네, 8점 차.
9 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
놀아 좀.
In the corner, it's Levine. And
Oh,
again, no
Levine
good by
just-
Chicago.
Having a hand up in
All right, Dave, thank
쟤도
you. And time
약간
now for the halftime break with
도움이 안 되네 지금.
What are you doing out there, Jay? Looks like you're running in the mud.
I got nothing tonight, man.
Okay, let's go back to basics, all right? See your man, see the ball, all right? Make the right pass, take the open shot. All right, you're doing
애들이
too much.
패스 안 하잖아.
and happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Bill Carter is out there with Red Hot, and it's done in at the point guard. Outside Porter. Here's Red Hot. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Crowder finds Dragic. to Crowder. Takes the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Crowder's got the lead up to 14 now for Miami. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
Here's Levine. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
One thing that the Heat have done really for the last 4 years.
나 왜 이렇게 자주 빼냐? 근데.
Heat have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
어휴, 더 벌어졌어.
Shooting one shot.
얘는 진짜 버려야 되나? 트레이드 해야 되나?
Left to play in the third. Will it go? And that one released in time.
아, 라빈 좀 진짜
So it's the
쓸모없네.
Miami Heat with a 19-point advantage heading. And with the fourth quarter
이기질
upon us,
못하네,
time
이기질
is running
못해.
out for this game to become competitive. Bulls trail by 19. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. They've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then there's Dragic, and it's Nunn in at the 2. He kicks to Dragic. The 3. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Wednesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town.
And looking at the Hornets matchup, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Down against Dragic. Now here's Butler. He's tightly guarded, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Dunn kicks to Young. Pass to Red. Looking to get back on track here.
This is as good as it gets from the charity strike here in the second.
That free throw, no good. Crowder, he's checked in for the Heat. Good on the second free throw. Here's Dragic. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Offensive rebound. Young's shot is off. Miami leading by 16. And Young comes over to help. Adebayo passes to Dragic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, when you have an outstanding point guard that's making outstanding decisions like Dragic does, it can be lethal.
Dunn passes to Levine. There's Red Hot. Carter right side. Down low, Crowder with the steal. Dragic with it, now guarded by Dunn. Dragic kicks to Butler. From outside, off the mark. Bulls trail by 18. And Carter now, top of the key. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Goran Dragic. And that one falls for Carter.
And you look at Wendell Carter Jr., the center out of Duke. Fantastic blend of size and mobility. A lot to like about what he can do.
The Heat making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. Otto Porter Jr. He's checked in for the Bulls. Butler finds Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And it's 8 points for Goran Dragic.
Yeah, Dragic is a solid shooter, especially from the mid-range area on the floor.
And with Wendell Carter Jr., we saw flashes of his potential last season.
Easy to see why he was a snap pick at 7 for the Bulls back in 2018. As he gets more comfortable in his role and his teammates lean on him, he could be a force.
And again, no
야,
good by
너무 안
Chicago.
들어간다, 쟤네.
Dragic with it, now guarded by Dunn. Dragic the pass to Iguodala. Back to Dragic. Pass to Iguodala. Adebayo against Carter. And Butler gets it to go. And the Heat lead by 20.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
Porter with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Porter's running and laid in to finish the break.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
The Heat on offense. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Now here's Iguodala. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
졌네 이 경기 또.
Dragic with it. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and
What a great guy. I love having him on the show.
Strong agree. We should have him on more often.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to James after the show. I'm sure he can make that happen.
Oh, yeah. Book it and cook it, Hank.
Make sure you get some rest tonight.
welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. With Greg Anthony, payday.
Well, the
G League continues to be a great asset for the NBA. Great stuff, David. Thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Powell.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. And for Chicago, Levine and Valentine are the wingmen. Red Atta's out there with Carter. And it's Dunn in at the point.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
That'll make any coach happy. Aggressive defense, then changing ends quickly.
And in constructing lineups, Chris, there's often the dilemma of choosing rim protection versus floor spacing. To you, what matters most?
Well, to me, what matters most is floor spacing. It doesn't.
다시
defense
골든
is
스테이트로
not
돌아가야
overrated.
된다,
I'm not
진짜.
saying that, but it doesn't matter if you have defense and you can't score. Scoring is just as important, and you have to put pressure on that defense by scoring. And even if you have a shot blocker, what if I have guys that like shoot it outside and don't come to the paint?
Right.
Well, then I've already taken that shot blocker out of the game. So it's all about offense, having a balanced offense, and then guys willing to listen, pay attention to the details, and be engaged on the defensive end.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Siakam with it. Now guarded by Valentine. Back to Lowry. Lock at 6. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Here's Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Dunn kicks to Valentine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Red Hot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. The Bulls shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one drops. Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season.
Coach.
Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup. Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, GA, I mean, great look, high percentage shot. That's the efficiency you're looking to establish.
Dunn right side. Good on the three-point shot.
너무 좋아.
What touch on the deep ball. You can see Dunn becoming more confident in his long-range shot.
Pass to Powell. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lowry has the open look. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And with the body control and jump shot Lowry possesses, he has been known to torch you from the perimeter.
There's Red Hot. Lowry covering. Now here's Valentine. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
And well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
Anunoby, good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point
제발
shooting.
역전돼 있어라. 오, 6점차로 앞서고 있네. 그래.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 6. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
They were connecting, and when they're connecting like that, they're hard to beat. Their accuracy from outside, just incredible.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David.
아니, 패스를.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he reached this level. His determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. And the Bulls making a change here. Carter's checked in. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. And
내 파울이야?
With a month of NBA action in the books, let's now take a moment to look at the Rookie of the Year race. Always exciting
10등이네,
to see
강백호.
the new blood making their presence felt. Take a look at Red Hot. He's a ways down the ladder if the award was given out today, but there's still time in this season for him.
And there are a bunch of rookies who look like they have very good careers ahead of them.
Well, that would be the indication so far. I mean, they've contributed to their teams instantly at the start of the season.
Bean passes to Red Hot. Back to Levine. Passes it to Hutchison. Stolen by Van Fleet. Fast break Toronto. For the finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Now Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Lowry against Levine. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that shouldn't be easy.
The shot by Lowry, no good. The Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far.
Yeah, Kevin, and last season, the Bulls making a deadline deal for Otto Porter. I mean, they were doing what they could to add to their youth core. They have quite a number of very young contributors.
Just 5 to shoot, and tonight he sends it right off the glass. Good, and Van Vliet
안
gets the
들어가는
assist. And the Raptors lead by 2.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Chicago calls timeout. So for Chicago, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80%
아,
free throw
결국
shooting.
벌어지네.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Free throw good. Porter.
You know, the versatility of Porter is huge. I mean, he's an outstanding perimeter defender, in addition also to being a proven scorer.
Over to the left wing. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And you know, Chris Dunn has really been making it happen, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Red Hot is out there with Valentine. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. Tipped away. Stolen by Carter. Here's Dunn. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And that's 15 points for Chris Dunn.
Masterful penetrator. Once Dunn notices an opening in the defense, he tears it asunder.
Siakam outside. Good work defensively by Carter.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Well, Zach LaVine possesses a speed, Chris, and a burst that makes him a very tough matchup.
Yeah, and he has a great first step. I mean, when he's trying to beat a defender off the bounce, you can't let him get an edge to the hoop. He'll flush it on your head 9 times out of 10.
Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Misses the 3.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter.
That's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime. I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Done outside. Pass to Red Hot. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
And you look at Lowry. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now. Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
On the wing, Levine, guarded by Powell for the lead, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Toronto.
And because of this.
와, 제발. 오, 다시 앞서고 있네.
Here's Valentine. Done outside. To the middle. Here's Red Hot. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot.
And it's crucial that Anunoby knocks down that jumper, showing how skilled he is from the perimeter.
Down against Lowry. Gets stolen by Lowry. Floats it up there for Siakam. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Lowry against Dunn. Carter right side. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Ibaka. The pass to Anunoby. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
I mean, he's out there on an island all by himself. I mean, good job to stay cool and train.
Dunn passes to Hutchison. Here's Red Hot. Pass to Valentine. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Red Hot to the left side wing. And it's Dunn penetrating. Second shot opportunity. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. Levine's checked in for Chicago. Toronto trailing. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded closer. Done outside. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Dunn passes to Red Hot. Just 5 on the clock. Lays it up off the glass. Red Hot's got 4 points in the quarter.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now, here's Siakam. Tight defense on him. And again, no good by Toronto. The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Levine. Banked in off the glass. Levine's got 10 points in just the second half.
Oh, Levine is such an explosive player. He's able to fight through the contact and get it to go.
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 6. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Dunn.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
Norman Bowles checked in for Kyle Lowry. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He said, we're getting some looks on the three, but we're not connected. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence. Guys,
Chicago leading. Here's Levine. Here's Carter. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's Powell. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Passes it to Valentine. To the paint. Here's Red Hot and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Powell, the pass to Siakam.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Good on both.
Wrong guy to put on the line in a close game. You know he's not going to miss.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
To the inside. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Toronto calls timeout.
연패 끝나요?
They're behind by 4. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Three-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's good, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, that's just a terrific night for him from the floor, making almost everything he looks at.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
There's no question Dunn is a great athlete, but he must first work on his shooting as well as his passing.
Here's Siakam. With the second effort, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
I mean, he is just demoralizing right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
And he's been doing this for a few games in a row now. We're looking at one of the hottest players in the league.
And the whole game resting on 1 free throw, and he buries it. Tremendous heart.
And so the timeout here
시카고
by Jim
부스가
Boylan.
이렇게까지 추락할 수가 있나요?
12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Goes up at the stripe.
그렇지.
Oozing with confidence right now. You got to love seeing Levine capitalize on the clutch.
To take the lead. No good from 3-point territory.
와,
And so the
이겼네.
big win by Chicago in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continue to the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
thank you, Kevin. Well, Jay, congrats on the win here tonight. It hasn't been
강백호가
easy
인터뷰하네.
for your team this year, but I'm sure you'd say there's a lot of basketball left.
You're right, absolutely, man. Things have been a little up and down. We've been on a roller coaster, but we put it all together tonight. And I feel that we made a big shift in our attitude, man. Big things are coming. Just wait for it.
Well, if you...
Thank you, David. Great interview
Yo, listen
once
up.
again.
I want to handle the game ball real quick. Now, I think we all know who earned it, right? Come up here, man. You busted your behind tonight on both sides of the floor. Nice work, man. Solid.
Good job, boy.
쟤 뭐 했는데?
All right. You guys ready to get down to business? We got a new contract to hash out.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. Pleasure doing business with you, Don.
Levi, the pleasure's all mine. Excited to stay in the Che business.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for teams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down.
2연승 가보자.
I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Carter out there with Red Hot, and it's Dunn in at the 1. Passes it to Hunter. 3 on the clock. Well, Smitty, the future for these two teams, terrific. A lot of young talent on display.
Yes, it is, and you got to be happy if you're the fan base. You can grow with these guys, and you can see them grow, and they are going to win a lot of games in the future.
Here's Dunn. Kick out to Levine. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
쟤 뭐
And for a
하니?
look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You look at the Bucks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Porter looking it over. Outside, Levine. The teardrop falls in.
Sometimes when Levine doesn't want to challenge at the rim, he goes to the floater.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I briefly spoke with Lloyd Pierce. They won the first game against this team, but he is not taking anything for granted. He wants his players to be even more assertive offensively this time. He said, I think we can dictate things a little more. Maybe force those guys into defensive matchups they dislike. Find points that way. Well, we'll see if they can do that and go up 2-0 tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Great reporting, DA, as always. The team focused on establishing an offensive rhythm early, GA.
Well, yeah, the earlier you can get everybody in sync, the better your efficiency.
And the obvious part, too, you don't want to play from behind the whole game if you can avoid it.
Capella dishes to Young. Buries it down low.
Even though he'll never be big, Trae Young plays bigger than many thought he would.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
Here's the floater. Here's Capella. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Outside, Porter. There's the pass to Red Hot. Levine for three, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
You look at Levine's jump shot, it's very hard to contest because he gets great lift off the floor.
And last year, the Bulls having issues moving the ball was actually a strength for them in the seasons prior.
Totally agree. You look at all the relevant team assist stats. The Bulls were bottom 5 in all of them. This team, they fall into too much isolation for stretches.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft break.
과연 8점 차 앞서고 있어.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Herter. His last outing, he had 24 points. Capella, the pass to Herter, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Clint Capella. Trae Young is out there with Teague. Then it's John Collins, and it's Herter in its small forward.
And with this team, Zach LaVine has been thrust into the role of the leader. Still young in his own right, but as a rising star and a large part of the future, responsibilities have fallen in his lap.
Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Zach LaVine has all the physical tools and a skill set with an incredible high ceiling.
Collins up top. Shoots from the high post. Offensive rebound. Good on the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Bulls leading by 6. And for LaVine, he is the best scorer on the team. And you know what, Smitty? He should be a leader.
You're right. That isn't something that's easy to step right into. After losses pile up, you feel more pressure and want to take over every game. Zach LaVine should be up to the task, but it will take some adjusting.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Red Hot was indeed hot in the last game against the Raptors. Did a lot of good work. He had 9 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. And his play is what allowed them to finally bust free. Snapping a losing streak like that is huge for a team's confidence. Kevin, it'll be interesting to see if he can help them get another W tonight.
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with it.
Yes, he was. In attack mode all night. Once he gets into a rhythm, he's very difficult to slow down.
Teague deciding where to go with it. Shots good from Young.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Bulls leading by 3. Done outside. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Young with the steal. Here's Herter, guarded by Porter. Fade away, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
One criticism of Jim Boylen before getting extended was his offense, called too slow and too methodical. He addressed that this offseason by getting a top assistant to redesign the offense.
Chicago calls timeout. And Steve, for Boylen, a first-time head coach, a smart move to shore up his staff, though.
We see a lot of coaches now hire a specialist assistant coach to delegate part of that game to. Lets guys like Boylen focus on player development and defense.
Andre Bembry's checked in for Jeff Teague. Knocks it loose. Shot clock at 5. Red Hot, the pass to Dunn over Young. Dunn misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Collins, and it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector. Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Here's Young. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
그냥 뿌리냐.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Young against Dunn. Levine feeling it out a bit. Latrey. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And breathe a pass to Capella. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach half. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Lauri Markkanen having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Wendell Carter is out there with red hot, and it's Dunn in at the point. And that's the group for Jim Boylan as we begin the second half. From a low drama perspective, Steve, which stars do you think would be the easiest to play alongside and be their teammate?
I think Kawhi Leonard for sure, Kevin. Doesn't say much, just goes out and plays. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jokic, a lot of those superstars. I think Paul George is another guy that goes out and just plays. So there's a few out there that would love to play alongside.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Bulls. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Jones is checked in for the lead. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Zach LaVine.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Here's Porter. It's good. Porter's got 5 now.
He's able to do this now because of the added strength. Porter muscling it home.
And Greg Herter, the 19th pick back in 2018. Sweet touch and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Huerter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Dunn with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Dunn kicks to Levine. Inside. Here's Red Hot. Left side, Porter. Clock at 4. Here's Dunn. Markkanen passes to Red Hot. The offensive rebound. Outside, Levine.
Whoa.
Down low. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And what I admire about Hunter is that
진짜 시카고
opportunistic
불스는 안
attitude.
되는.
This kid just makes things happen.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. So it's both teams making substitution.
오, 그래도 2점 앞서 있어.
Here's Dunn. Here's Carter. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points.
On the court for Atlanta. They've got Collins. Teague out there with Trae Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Fernando in at the power forward. A putback. The kick out to Young. Fernando, the pass to Young. 5 to shoot. It's another look. It's rebounded by Red Hot. Chicago leading by 4. Outside Levine. Outside Porter. From the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Bean passes to Red Hot. Back to Levine. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. And the call will be against Red Hot. That'll be his second foul of the game.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
It's how a lot of people play now. Rebounding techniques have changed over the years. Purists would say, not for the better.
Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. To tie it up.
I like the defense there by Zach. Stays aware and gets himself in perfect position.
It's stolen by T. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And it's sent back by Carter.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The free throw drops in for Dunn.
We've seen real improvement from Chris Dunn at the free throw line. Used to be his Achilles heel.
And the Hawks making a change here. Herter's checked in. The Hawks trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Young, here we go. 4 for 9 from the floor with that miss.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Hunter kicks to Collins. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Herter. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Wow. Can't hit.
And you don't want to give up
써야
that
되는 거
kind of
아니야?
look too often.
Here's Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
The Hawks trail it. To tie it up. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
야, 시카고 진짜
Big time
심각하다.
basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Done outside. And play stop. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
아, 뭔
And
파울이야
those are
이게.
the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And Lloyd Pierce wants a timeout.
자, 크레딧 네가 기회 날린 게 몇 번인데.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up.
I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team.
아,
We told him, hey guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right
확실히
here,
잡아야지 또
I like our
놓치네.
chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
And they get it. Red Hot the pass to Levine. To the middle. Here's Red Hot. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Atlanta calls timeout. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Young.
연장 가자는 건가?
Jacks up a three. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime.
축구할 일이 아닌데.
Regulation now complete. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and
나 왜
enjoy as we
빠졌어?
move on to overtime. So Atlanta will get.
제발.
Checked in for Lauri Markkanen.
아,
We've got Teague, Scal Labissiere out there with Jones, and it's Herter in at the 2 spot. It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime.
I mean, both sides are really balanced. Zach LaVine right in the middle of it, wanting to take charge. Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
The Hawks leading. Outside Teague. Pass to Collins. The kick out to Teague. Pass to Capella. 6 to shoot. Passes to Herter. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Let out the pass to Clark. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Clint Capella.
너라.
This is the thing about Wendell Carter. He's got the skill to go with the size. Very difficult to defend.
And so he's good on both free throws. And that gives them the lead.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Teague dishes to Collins. And it's Teague. That time on the assist by Collins.
These are the moments that Jeff Teague lives for. He loves close game.
Here's Dunn to the paint. It's good.
그렇지.
And this crowd ecstatic. They are pumped up.
And what a huge shot. You talk about an excited arena.
Outside Teague. Collins in the post. Another shot. Yes!
And we've talked about Collins becoming a go-to scorer. Important points right there.
And against Collins. 11 feet away. Here's Red Hot. And the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Young's checked in for Jeff Teague.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Eight-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Young with the ball. Capella inside. Carter on him. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. That's tipped.
그렇지. 와.
And now an
나이스 강백호
They need
좋았다.
the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Good on the first, and that makes it a
하나만 더는
3-point
이긴다.
lead.
제발.
So he
오,
goes 2
좋아.
for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Off the mark.
Yeah.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably.
That this one would be that down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan.
자, 오늘 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.